It's a Goolwa landmark on a sweeping bend at the end of the town's main street. The Australasians long had a prominent role in the life of this historic river town, first providing accommodation for the paddle wheeler crews who made this place a major economic and transport hub, and now for foodies who've fallen under the spell Juliet Michelle regularly casts in her kitchen. I caught up with her while making mouth-watering chocolate for high tea in the Australasian stylish dining room. But every spread is a ritual of sorts, no matter the hour.
The feedback that we're getting is that guests really enjoy the experience with the breakfast. The longer guests stay, the more options are offered.
But you often wake up to a surprise.
We hope you do.
Attention to detail is a feature of the Australasian. Built in 1858 and operating as a hotel until the 1930s, it fell on hard times until Juliet and co-owner Deb Smalley got their hands on this piece of priceless Goolwa heritage.
All of the rooms upstairs were this tiny size, and it was just for working men who were working on the paddle steamers to come and stay. So it was just their overnight stay room.
So room enough for a bed, a chair, a wash basin, and that was basically it.
Exactly.
With heritage approval, many of the walls came out to create spacious living areas for those who simply want to be indulged.
Well, it's great that the hotel can be used again by people, because it sat here for a long, long time, not doing very much.
So what is the experience that you want people to take away when they come to the Australasian?
Well, we want them to feel looked after, nurtured.
Now the Australasian has teamed up with another Goolwa icon for a joint venture that's all about experiencing the joys of the Lower Murray. It's all part of a package known as Snooze and Cruise. The Snooze, well, that's accommodation at the luxurious Australasian, which, as you've seen, is an establishment steeped in river history. And the Cruise, well, we're on board the Spirit of the Coorong as we take in the magnificent lower reaches of the Murray and the Coorong National Park. With Skipper Bain Pedlar as my guide, we set off to explore the Goolwa Wharf area, where the old paddle wheelers once made this the Mississippi of the South. It's a bit quieter now. In fact, as we make our way through the Goolwa Barrage, the only rush is from the waters of the mighty Murray heading out to sea.
It's a beautiful site. We've had continuous flow for the last 2 years, which is most unusual for Goolwa, after all the flooding in New South Wales and Victoria.
And that flow is a cue for breeding, as the New Zealand fur seals make the most of what nature provides.
They get a good easy feed here because of all the carp and bony brim and freshwater varieties of fish that are washing through. They just sit back here, swim over about 100 metres and have a feed, and then come back and rest on the
I was going to say, they're a pretty lazy crew today.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're well fed and pretty happy.
And that sums up the Snooze and Cruise adventure, with the bird life at the Murray mouth our lasting memory of a 2-day stay on the lower reaches of Australia's most famous river. For your Snooze and Cruise, head to southaustralia.com.